Today I'm going to show you how to make a Minecraft Pickaxe Cupcake cake. I'm going to be using our brownie pan and our mini brownie pan. They are a non-stick pan, but because I'm not going to be using a liner, I am going to be using oil to help them release a little bit easier. I'm going to be using 1 box of cake mix, and I'm going to make it all right in the batter mixer dispenser. I do make a few little changes to the recipe, and I will let you know what they are. So when I make a recipe in this, I like to start with a little bit of the liquid, then a little of the dry, little liquid, little dry. Helps make the mixing process a lot easier. 3 eggs, half of the cake mix. The box mix calls for 1 cup of water. Now this is where I make my changes. So I've already got a half a cup of water in here. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then fill it up to the 1 cup line, the rest with milk. And last, a half a cup of vegetable oil. And the rest of your cake mix. Oops. Put your top on and lock it in place. And then start mixing. About halfway through, I like to put it all the way down and twist it just to release any of the dry stuff that may have got stuck at the bottom. And then mix it a few more times. Now you're going to want to put your finger on here so it stays down. Pull it up slowly. Kind of wipe it on the side and set it. I don't know what that is, just the stopper. It's what helps push it all out. Put it in at an angle. Straighten it up. And you're ready to go. I'm going to start with the minis because I only need a few of them. For the mini, I'm going to put it on the smallest setting. And now I'm going to do the full-size brownies. For that one, I'm going to put it in the medium setting. And since I have extra, I'm just going to go ahead and fill up the rest of the minis, as many as I can. I only need 2 minis for the recipe, but since we have some extras, why not make some more? I also want to recommend to not overfill your tins because you don't want a really big muffin top because you want them to keep that nice square shape for the Minecraft feel. I've already got my oven ready to go at 325, and I'm going to go ahead and put these in for 15 minutes. I've already gone ahead and taken the minis out. They took about 15 minutes, and then the brownies just came out and they took 17. So if my oiling worked out fine, I'm going to put the cooling rack right on top and they should flip right out.
Yay! You did it!
Well, they needed a little extra shake, but they look pretty good. And now we're just going to let them cool before I decorate them. The cupcakes have cooled, and I've gone ahead and already bagged up my frosting. I'm going to be using 4 different colors for this: a light brown, a dark brown, a light blue, and a dark blue. I'm also going to be using tip number 16 from Wilton. I only have 1 tip. Say you had 4, you could sit and work your way through the cake, each cupcake at a time. But since I only have 1 tip, I'm just going to be working 1 color at a time, then washing the tip and going on to the next color. I'm going to go ahead and use my knife and make some grid lines on the cupcake so it helps me as I'm working my way through certain parts of the cake, this being the handle of the pickaxe. And I have 1 little mini that I'll cut in half for the very ends of the pickaxe, and it works out perfectly. And then very lightly, I just take my knife and set it on top of the cupcake and just make a little impression. If you can't see it, just go back over it. So for that part of the cake, you would need 6 of them. So I went ahead and marked 6 of the cupcakes, and now I'm gonna lay them out on my board. This is just a piece of black foam board. You could use a cake board if you needed to, say you needed to transport it, you can use a cake board so it fits in a box, or you can take a foam board and cut it down to that size. I find that foam board is just sturdier than a cake board when you're doing a cake like this. Once I have the cake all laid out, that's when I'll start the decorating. I'm gonna start with the dark brown and work through every place that has the dark brown on it. The dark brown is all done, so I'm going to go ahead and wash the tip and switch to the light brown. One recommendation I will give you is hold on to that frosting. You never know if something might happen and you need to go back and fix a spot, so I recommend keeping all your stuff until the very end. Now I'm going to do the light brown. Light brown is all done. Next up, dark blue.
What's wrong?
Just constant squeezing. It's a really good hand workout. I'm gonna go ahead and start the dark blue, but before I do that, I'm gonna draw myself some grid lines that I can follow along with. I'm going to be needing a square of dark blue here. This little end piece is going to be blue, so I'm going to set my knife just to the side of it, and on this side I'm going to draw myself a line all the way down. So all of that's going to be dark blue, and then I'm going to come on this side, but I'm going to stop right where these two touch. I don't want to go past that. So this will be dark blue. And then it's mirrored on the other side. So, it's kind of hard. So a square of dark blue, all the way down, and then stop right at this where this other cupcake meets. So that is all going to be dark blue, and then the rest is going to be our light blue. So now we're ready for the dark blue. You're in the final stretch, your last color. You just fill in what is left. And there you have it, your Minecraft Diamond Pickaxe Cupcake Cake. If you end up trying this, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know how it turned out for you. And links for every item I used making this will be in the description. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. If you end up trying it, please let me know in the description.